Welcome to the sales. And first up we have Ollie and the Willow of Wisp. And I have to admit it's pretty easy to see why this has a 8.9 meta user score. It simply looks amazing. This one's a sequel to the Ori and the Blind Forest, but I really don't think you can get it for the Nintendo Switch. Ori is a single player platformer puzzler where you get new skills as you progress and some shard sort of system to power up your abilities, and even modes with leaderboards to try and get to the top of. To be honest with you, I am that impressed by the look of this one, I'm even going to get it myself and give it a try. And yes, again, another month and another Monster Hunter sale. This one's for the US only, sorry UK, but I love you though. I think we're all in agreement that Monster Hunter Rise didn't quite do as well as some of the others, with a user metascore of 6.8. But still, I would say it's still got the charm of the others, i.e. big ass monsters. Rise is set in the ninja-inspired land of Kamura village, and yes, as usual, there will be plenty to explore, plenty of weapons and armor to build, and this time you even get a canine companion to to help you out on your adventures. But for me, the main attraction to many of the Monster Hunter games, apart from the monsters, is the multiplayer gameplay. Up to 4 players online, this is what Monster Hunter is really about, and also I feel it's where it's normally at its most fun. Okay, so before we blast off into space, would you do me a favour and hit the like and subscribe buttons to help out our channel, and also so you get more of our reviews and sales videos suggested to you. Thank you. Make your stand beyond the stars with Manticore Galaxy on Fire. Starting out as a sort of bounty hunter Robin Hood-ish character, it's up to you to clear the Neox sector of its crime lords and deadly pirates. Dogfight enemies in the cold, harsh vacuum of space, where death is simply not an option. You'll be getting 8+ hours of a 3-act narrative, all at an impressive 60 FPS smoothness, multiple ship types, weapons, HD rumble. This one may not be completely perfect with a 6.5 metascore, but for under $3, it seems a steal. There are many things I like in gaming. One, a pixel junk game, they are quite fun as a whole, and with a 7.0 metascore, Pixel Junk Monsters 2 seems to have a lot of people agreeing with me. And one of the other things I do enjoy in gaming is a good tower defense game. And in Monsters 2, it's up to you to build defenses to protect your tiki hut from hordes of monsters. You can do this alone or with up to 4 different players, online, and 2 players, couch. You can even change your POV or point of view from top down to a in-your-face view. It does seem to have lovely HD graphics, and you can customize your Tiki Man with different masks and shells. So if you're like me and you're into your tower defense games, or maybe played the first one, then now is definitely the time to pix this bundle of joy up. And if you'll allow me to stay within the strategy genre, I have Ancestors Legacy, and this one gives us a resource management combined with base building and large scale squad based battles. You get to choose one of 4 nations: Viking, Anglo-Saxon, German or Slav. This one's inspired by historic events in the Middle Ages. You not only have to conquer, but you can also raid, pillage enemy camps, villages and towns. This one's got so much going for it, and more I've not even mentioned. A 7.3 Metascore just tops it all off, meaning this may be a strategy game you may want to add to your library. Eterna Noctis has a 8.1 Metascore and is a nice looking action platformer. It's got 16 non-linear areas, and this game will take you a whopping 34-ish hours to complete its story at its basics, and over 55 hours to do everything. So there's your money's worth right there. The world within Eterna Noctis has been hand-drawn in a traditional frame-by-frame animation, which I'm not 100% sure what that actually means, but it does sound pretty cool. And it's even got one of my favourite features of most games, and that's voice-acted cutscenes. There's also customizable abilities, so you get to play the way you want to play. And I think I can speak for most people here that this one does actually sound like a winner. I think there are still many people out there that enjoy a good kart racing game, and there's equally as many out there that enjoy Nickelodeon, and I'm pretty sure there's people out there that enjoy the number 2, not in that way number 2. And if you're saying yes to all of that, then Nickelodeon Kart Racers 2 Grand Prix may be for you. This one's 1 to 4 player offline and 1 to 8 player online. Within its racing tracks, you will find a huge collection of Nickelodeon's characters to play. A pit crew that changes your attack, defense, or fun, whatever that is. And as you would expect with Nickelodeon, all the tracks have loads and loads of slime. It's got a decent 8.6 Metascore, and I'm kinda wanting to try this one out myself now. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Next up, Moonrader. And this one's a old school platformer that I actually reviewed a while back. And I have to say, it's not a bad one, and even better at this price. Platforming fun with a little puzzling here and there. Your task within the game is to save your mum in a quest that turns out to be more than first meets the eye. 1 to 2 players, 10 environments, 11 bosses. It is short, but then so is the price now. Talking of short, Nuclear Blaze is another one I've been looking at, as it looks different to most other action platformers out there. A raging fire has broken out, and you're sent in, I think, on your own, which isn't the most best strategy, but hey ho, to put out all the fires on your lonesome. You follow objectives to put out said fires, investigate the causes of said fires, and rescue survivors stuck within said fires. There's even a kid mode for younger players that, well, basically I think makes it easier. It has a nice pixel art style, multiple difficulties, hidden cats to save, a mod called Hold My Beer, but the real drawback of this game, and possibly the one that will put a lot off, is that it's rather short, with only 2 to 2.5 hours all in. Cobra Kai, the Karate Kid saga continues, and with the last season on its way, this average 6.6 meta rated arcade action fighter may see you through till it arrives. With 2 stories to play, Daniel or Johnny is up to you to fight your way to victory. Master 40 unique skills and upgrades in the dojo. Swap out your characters with many of the show's characters. There's 28 missions, and it's even got voices from the show. This one may shout average, but may kick a little better at this discount. The Ninja Gaiden collection boasts 3 games in one title, 5 playable characters and the ability to swap between them. Do be warned, as the DLC is intact for costumes, but some multiplayer modes are not active, just in case that really matters to you. Next we have Final Vendetta, another fighting arcade game. Play in 1 to 2 players offline. This game clearly takes a lot of inspiration from the old school beat-em-ups. As you would expect from a game like this, someone has been kidnapped and it's up to you to rescue them. With 3 playable characters, a dance techno soundtrack, 6 areas, 4 game modes, dozens of moves and combos, and even some lovely street food to be sampled. This one definitely sounds like a winner to those of the genre. Well, that's definitely a wallet breaking week if ever I saw one. Thanks for watching. Do hit those like and subscribe buttons, it really does help the channel out loads. Come and visit us in our community Discord and be safe out there, because life is better when we game together.